How's everybody doing? Hey, Kevin, how you doing? How do you put this link in, Mindy?
Hold on a second. You can show him how to put the.
You want that marquee on there?
I just want the link down in the comments section. Um,
What do you need?
put the link in the comments
For what?
for this channel. For them to come up on the panel.
Oh. Well, here's how you do this. So let's invite, copy link, and then we will paste it.
Oh, that was easier than the way your mom did it last time. I don't know how she did it, but it was. There's a link. Anybody wants to come up?
And if you look to share the invite link, you type in invite and copy link and then paste it.
I know how to do that.
Well, we said that really how we did it was no problem.
It seemed like it was different.
And just go down to the bottom where it's got a list of options. I click on invite and click copy.
That's what I do.
All right. It just seemed different to me. We got two in here. Anyway, it was nice meeting. Well, I'd already seen Mark before, but it was nice seeing him again. It was nice meeting Mark and Kevin from Bars to Bricks and Eric Swanson. It was like 4 or 5 hours sitting in a pavilion. Hey. There you
Made
are.
the police nervous.
How you doing? There you are.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yeah. You sound like a commercial, don't you?
Hold on, let me.
Well, I'm dealing with dogs and everything else. Hey, back, Gene.
There we go. I had to kill sound on. I still had YouTube, the sound on YouTube, and pulled me in a StreamYard with the link, and it was like and had echoes.
Right.
But
Right.
yeah, I think we,
oh yeah, did I do that?
I think we made him quite nervous yesterday.
Yeah.
Well,
The cops or the
yeah. Yeah, they were circling and circling. That one just posted up. It's like, yeah.
Yeah,
I told Eric.
I'm not so sure if we made him nervous or somebody.
Well, I don't know. When I didn't even think about it with all the everything going on, with the violence and everything everywhere. When me and you went into the bathroom, that lady asked, "Oh, you guys are still here?" I said, "Yeah," and I just caught. I said, "Yeah, we came from." Thing. Yeah, I said came from different areas and just met up here, so we're just kind of hanging out, and so I didn't say we're fellow creators or anything. So it probably was like I don't know why they're meeting here, but
when I walked in, she said, "Are you back? Or you're still here?" And I said, "Yeah," but it was like a weird vibe thing, it was like you can see people looking like,
right. Yeah, when me and you went in that last time to go to the bathroom, people were,
And then that one time when we had the camera set up and the phone set up, people going out to their cars was looking like, what are they doing, So I'm just wondering if they, it could have been some Karen or something. Should have been some Karen that called the cops, said, "Hey, there's some strange people. Have never seen them in this town before, and they're gathered,
Yeah, for sure.
You know how it is in this.
Yeah. Me and Eric were leaving. Huh?
I said, like my hometown, when I was growing up there, and I think it's still like that, maybe even more so. Anybody from out of town, they treated like they was foreigners. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
It's kind of that. It's that way around here. It's hard to get accepted around here. If you're not from here, it just
Yeah.
I'm getting slowly. I've gotten more acceptance actually here in Kincaid, in the town of 100, than I have in some of the other towns around here, the 2,000-3,000. But
Right.
of course now they want, like, the bigger town wants me back in there. Like, no. Yeah.
Right.
But,
Well,
yeah.
I've had no problems in this town, really. But
Here either.
it's
It's
always
like,
like that when you go to a new town. At first, everybody's just gonna be.
oh yeah. They, they really were. Man, I kept circling. I saw a few, and then I'd see more and more, and then more as we're standing there. I'm like, man, I feel like a mouse out in the field with a bunch of buzzards and hawks circling me.
Can you read the comments? Mark said he had one behind him on the way home for a while. I was thinking, I don't feel like
Oh damn.
dealing with them right now before they go.
Well, you know what's crazy is I looked at our rear view as we went out and see if he come out and followed us. I said, well, he didn't follow us. And yeah, I had to go to the bathroom when we
I didn't
left.
see him when we left.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Huh. So yeah, I wonder where he must have. I don't know.
I didn't see him.
Yeah, he was still sitting there with me.
I think he
Eric
left
pulled
right
out.
as soon as you left.
Huh. Yeah, might as well. They're not up to nothing.
Right. Well, me and Mark sat there for another 5 minutes. So he showed me these little videos that he made, funny videos. And so when we left, he wasn't there. So I guess after you left, he decided, well, they're leaving, I guess.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. Just a handful of old guys and a young
Mark,
guy.
you can come up here too. Did you see the thumbnail for this?
Yeah, I did. I was telling Eric about that. He hadn't seen it earlier. And, I'm not sure what he's at. I heard him going into the studio, so I don't know if he'll be popping in or. Yeah, I had this thing, the comments thing. I'd never done that before. It was on a private chat. It never flipped over to that before.
Oh,
So,
I always got the private chat and then comments, and you just hit comments and they pop up.
yeah, that's what I did when he said that. He said
Anyway.
comments. I'm like, I know I'm missing something.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was
that was fun though. Said they got. He was almost home and they got right behind.
Man. Yeah.
Hey, Mark is entertaining. When you're riding with Mark,
I could
when
only
you're riding with
imagine.
Mark, he's the most entertaining person, man.
I've seen the lives while he's driving. I could only imagine. Mark's pretty entertaining overall.
He
anyway,
is.
Though.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. With a lot of people, even people I get along great with, if we're going a long distance in a car, I start getting sleepy. It's not like that with Mark.
Yeah. Keeps it entertaining.
He does.
Well, hey, at least it's his personality and his entertainment instead of his driving that keeps you awake. I've had some people I couldn't sleep because I was
he said. He said it could be a problem if they ran our names and come back. A couple of us red flag.
Yeah.
We weren't breaking any laws. Hey.
No. Yeah, we weren't doing nothing wrong, but maybe loitering. But I mean, we had bought food and stuff there, but it had been a while.
I was thinking it's loitering either because that's what them benches are for, right?
Yeah, well,
you said that
technically, right? To eat, get your food and eat and stuff. But I mean, yeah, that Well, Mark
Who's
just
Ash
said
and him
hi.
at? I don't see Ash and
I don't
him.
know. That's what I'm saying. What am I missing? I didn't see.
I don't see him.
Okay, I thought I was missing something here. All right. Well, I guess
Ash-
we're all missing something. Mark knows something we don't.
Ash and Emmy, hi.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you're in here, hi guys.
That's odd.
yeah,
Hi.
but
Yeah,
yeah, that was really good. Eric had
You
a
know
really
what-
good birthday, and so that was
yeah, that was nice. I'm glad we could
yeah.
get together and see one another, and I'm glad he had a good birthday. And
Yeah.
just spend some time together. Like you said, getting away for a little while.
Oh man, yeah, it was just relaxing, It was just that
Oh, there's Ash
of
and Emmy.
course. Oh, well, there you are. Hi, Ash. How
Yeah, we
you doing?
Yeah, we didn't see you earlier.
Is
We
Mark
didn't see
just
you
singing
when
most of the way
Ford
home?
said something.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, everything he thinks about makes him think of a song. Like if you're talking
Yeah.
about something, you can say something and it makes him think of a song. It does.
I love it. Yeah, I love it.
And it's
Yeah.
cool, man. And he's just entertaining to ride with.
Hey, there's Eric. Hey, Harv, there's Eric.
Oh, hey, Eric. Hey, Eric, how you doing, bud? Sent a member of Milestone chat.
I don't know what that is. I don't know. I don't even know.
I don't know either. Yeah, glad you're here, Eric. You and Mark are welcome to pop up if you want. That's right, Mark.
Mark says
Driving.
driving's relaxing for him, but boy, he don't sound very relaxed. But you're driving a BMW. You can go faster than that.
Oh, I understand, Eric. I get sidetracked all the time, Eric. I mean, doing one thing or another, or I'll start working on something and then somehow or another end up working on something else,
Mm-hmm. I do that, and I blame
But
my
talking about
my dope days for that.
blame
I
what?
think it's just some of them habits, just my dope days, the meth days. I blame for that because you get bad when you're real high on dope and all that. Of like, you never finish a project. You go from just and ADHD, but
Yeah.
but that really.
Hey,
made
Leanne, how you
my
doing?
the worst.
Yeah, even when I'm on a job site or something, and like I told you, we build porches and decks and things like that, and
Oh no.
me and my neighbor do. So when I can start doing something and somebody will say, hey, can you come here and give me a hand? So I go over there and give them a hand because they're working on another part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then start doing something else, forgetting about what I was originally doing.
Oh man, when me and Eric,
Hey,
when me and Eric were building that spiritual life center in El Dorado in the prison, that it was that way. We'd step off, I'd probably go help someone out, and then we'd end up doing 2 or 3 things and never get back to what we was doing originally. It was just man.
right. Hey, JK, glad to see you here. Yeah, Eric, I'm glad Mark made the drive. I appreciate him doing that and being gracious enough to pick me up. And it was good to see you guys.
Yeah,
I'd already met Mark, but it's good to see him again. It's good to meet you guys.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely,
All right.
man. That was
Well, I'm glad if we can help, Leanne. If we can give you a distraction and help you ease your mind,
that's why we're here.
then we will. That's what
The
we're
little
here.
one sounds
This is
about
just-
like
This is
the little one
like-
sounds like my niece a lot of times.
Well, she's wanting to come in here, you know, but she can
That's
see me, but she can't get in here to me, you know. And
yeah. The that Ingo, Eric's little girl, my office / room off the living room, and she'll rattle my door and pound on my door and stand there and holler and rattle at the doorknob and you open up the door and there's this little 1-year-old standing there at the door, you know. But,
Leanne, well, all right. If you say it's safer, then yeah. You know, it's relaxing to me doing these lives, and you guys always brighten my day. And it's got, like I've always said, and I'll always say this: it's therapeutic for me. You know, doing these lives.
yeah.
The lives are much more therapeutic to me than actually the videos, but the videos are too.
Yeah, I like the
Ingo
interaction
is
of the
a trip.
lives. Yeah, Inga is a trip.
Yeah, I
She's
do too.
amazing. She's awesome. But
Oh. But Eric
Yeah.
said up here, he
Oh,
said the
and-
white grill was pretty cool. You know what?
yeah,
It was.
that was good food.
It reminded
too.
me-
That was
It was good
that was
food, but
really
it reminded
good.
me of something from the 1950s or something. You know, like these little diners. You know that you see with it's like a checkerboard thing. You know the way it's painted.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it reminds you of one of
Talk
them diners.
Usually they're like red. Usually they're like red and white or something. But
Yeah.
yeah, and Mark said on a motorcycle it's even more therapeutic.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been on
And,
a bike a while.
Leon said yes, it's very therapeutic. Yeah, I
I haven't
haven't
been
either.
up on a bike in a minute.
But yeah, just just talking to you guys, and that we can talk about anything on here. You know, it doesn't have to be prison content; it can be about anything. You know, just like we was doing when we all met up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the
Yeah, Mark said he's always said.
yeah the man.
So,
I'll put
So-
that thing down.
was it about an hour drive from your house to there?
Yeah, it was about an hour drive. It was
About an hour from
We
us
stopped-
too.
we stopped
mean,
both
stop-
ways at the gas station. I had to pee and everything, but man, them cops weren't, even though we don't do anything wrong, it's just that it brings out that PTSD, that anxiety and everything. We didn't even stop till we got to Moran. Which
Yeah,
is
you
like
get nervous.
11 miles from home. Yeah,
No, Eric, I
I had
don't.
to pee.
I don't ride. I mean, I did a couple times when I was a kid, but only once was on a Harley. The others was like dirt bikes. But I really don't ride. You know, I'm not good at it. I'm not going to pretend like I am. You know.
A dirt bike would be awesome in this area, like an enduro or one of the street strips, because we're like out in the sticks. There's a lot of dirt roads and trails and stuff to have fun on, and yet the road where you can use it to go to wherever too, you know,
But
and get
the last-
gas.
When I was on, I wrecked it. I was like 16 years old and I wrecked it. It was in right outside of Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Now you might rethink that, Mark, right after he said that. Mark posted that right before you said I wrecked it.
I did. But to be honest, it really wasn't my fault. And I didn't know anything about bikes, you know. But I got on my cousin's bike. He lives in Mount Vernon. And he got on one. And we're going down this little dirt trail like thing. And he didn't tell me about this booster thing, turbo booster thing. So I'm going, when you get a certain speed, all of a sudden the bike will speed up. You know what I'm talking about?
Dang.
And
Yeah.
he was, so he's in front of me and I'm riding behind him. And then all of a sudden the bike just sped up on its own. And I ran right into the back of him.
Yeah,
The
there we go.
Dart is the best
Blue
place
Book.
to learn. It's much more forgiving payment. Yeah. I don't know about that. We went off in a ditch, Mark. That gravel kind of scratches you up a little bit.
Yeah, that's well, that's what.
Yeah,
Heck, it'd be
I
nice
can see
to
where
have
it's more
dirt bike.
forgiving than the pavement.
We got like what Eric's talking about the farm out there. There's 160 acres, and that ground's pretty soft. That's pasture out there, so that's a good place to learn. That's if you fall off of something, that's the best place to do it.
I agree with Leanne. I need 4 wheels, two. I almost need 4 legs.
And that's
Anymore,
true, Eric.
you know.
That's true, Eric. Maybe Harvey just got his wrecks out of the way. Eric said you can ride all your life, you'll still wreck. It's just a matter of when. It just happens. It happens to everyone. I said, yeah, you got yours out of the way. And then you saw Mark in a song, and there he says, that makes me think of that song. Oh, man.
You're right. Yes, people on their cell phones. It is while they're driving is dangerous. You know, I've never seen anybody on a cell phone while they're on a bike though. It's always.
You know, I haven't.
I don't know if they do that or not.
Like,
but,
lights, stoplights and stuff. I have, but I haven't riding. I don't think I would answer my phone when I'm riding a bike. I don't.
I know.
You're just gonna have to call me back. That's.
But like I said, I don't know if I want to get on a bike, you know, like a Harley or something, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. And
wreck somebody's Harley, you know.
I don't, unless, you know, I used to be bad about my phone and driving. I've gotten a lot better. And of course, like if I'm driving someone else's car, like I'm driving the Camaro or something on Eric's vehicle or something, I won't answer my phone. I don't get on my phone. I don't distract myself at somebody else's car, you know. And so I try to even, Bluetooth.
Hey, Bill John,
but I even
here.
Even with the Bluetooth, it's distracting sometimes when you're in a phone conversation because you're paying attention to this, you're paying attention to driving, you're not paying attention to conversation, and so it's, you know, and my ADHD, you got 2 things trying to go, and then a squirrel, yeah, it's over with. So.
Hey, C-Dog, how you doing?
Hey, God bless you too, brother.
Glad you're here. Yeah, he says Mark says they got little mics in the helmets. You know
yeah.
That would be all right. That would be all right. The thing is, I want to hear what's going on around me, you know.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing
Don't have
too.
a radio. Oh, that's cool.
Well, that's what, even with the phones and stuff, you know, I don't like earbuds and stuff because of it's the same thing. My PTSD. I like to hear what's going around me, and if I'm out walking or something, I want to hear something coming up behind me, or, you know. And this phone, it's loud enough and has like stereo, like awesome sound. I can just throw it in my pocket and don't even have to worry about earbuds, and I can still hear what's going on around me, and you know, so.
You know, I'm just reading the comments.
Yeah, me too.
I love the bone conduction headsets.
Oh yeah, Mark. Yeah, that.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be nice. I've never tried them, but
that car is a beautiful car too. Yeah, that's Eric's favorite vehicle for me to drive. That thing rides and drives just so nice, and it's not just because it's a Camaro, the sports car. It's just the ride, the feel of it, you know, it just, everything about that car is just really nice. And the crazy thing about it, that's the newest car.
I think that'd be cool.
It's the newest car in the driveway, and that's the easiest car to work on. Well, I don't know, that Bronco's pretty easy. But.
Usually it's the older ones that's easy to work on.
Yeah, well, that's
for me
usually
anyway.
the case. It wasn't the case on that new Lincoln Eric got, but that's usually the case.
You know, right before I got out of prison, they had me in a low-level prison, and
that's what I used to do too, Ash.
They had a mechanic. they had a mechanics class you could take, right? So I took it, and the instructor says, asked us all while we was taking the class, I'm just wanting to learn mechanics and stuff. I said, well, it's been 30 years since I've been around cars. I want to know all the new stuff,
Yeah.
Under $20.
Yeah.
That 400 in the Lincoln is no fun.
No, it's got, man, there's so much. Well, 79, that's the vacuum era. So you got 50,000 vacuum lines and the distributor and everything. And then the AC is on top of the motor, the compressor. And that thing's a foot long and sits back inside the motor, and covered right over the distributor. Yeah. And then there's a lip in the block right where the bolt is for the distributor that keeps you from getting in there. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's just it's like, this is an old car. This is supposed to be so easy,
Right.
But it's a
Leanne
beautiful
says she's
car.
got the Lenovo Plus 3.
I'm gonna have to check those out. I've Eric's wife's got a pair of those, and I tried them at one time. They sound really good.
He said he put the AC pump over the hold down bolt for the distributor. I had to take the whole compressor off. Man.
Well, after he went through all that, then the distributor would only move maybe a quarter to half an inch each way. It didn't have it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I got mine from the Temu.
You see what Leanne says there?
Hey, so I'm sorry to try. Leanne, you ordered some stuff from Temu before? Are they legit and good stuff? I was looking at them. Yeah, I hope so.
I think they are. I think I know people.
Well, I ordered printer ink and stuff from them, so I hope Yep. Okay, good. Because I just ordered some. They had some good deal at printer ink and a couple other things that. So good. Well, awesome. I got a few little miscellaneous tools me and Eric needed, step bits and stuff like that they're like $4 or $5. If they're like, them dang things are like $30-$40 in the, me and Eric are always needing stuff like that, little stuff. So I'm like, heck, I don't know. But good.
She said so good. That stand that me and Mindy gave you, that tripod.
That thing's awesome.
I was wondering about being high enough to reach over your computer,
It's it's perfect. It's not even
right now.
Yeah.
Now I got my camera right behind the computer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it sits up and it's right perfect. And in fact, it'll go higher, but I don't need it, even higher than that. But it's not even all the way up, and it sits up below my computer or right above my computer, and so that
she said except for the fish gravel suction thing, it did not suck. They refunded the ASAP. I guess she had a thing to suck the gravel out of fish tanks, and it didn't work.
Oh yeah,
Lady bikers. You see what Mark said?
Lady bikers the best I've seen. Oh man, I've seen some tough little man. It's not even bikers. I've seen some gals that I'd rather fight some dudes. I mean, just there's some gals that are full of. Eric's wife, she's one of them. She's, Brandy will get with you. Run your mouth. Go ahead if you want to. And she's just like it. She'll outwork most men. She'll get out there and she'll be moving stuff, and you better not let me get that. You're a woman, because yes, she'll look at you and smack you and move it anyway.
Oh yeah.
But like mom, yeah. Oh my God, mom was Well, she was an angel. She was her old fiance. Hey, she was a tough one, and then Eric's dad was, she read rough lives. She was a tough man. God. And even in play, that woman smacked
Did you and
him.
Eric know each other before you went?
What's that?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just asking, did you and Eric know each other before you went to prison?
Nope.
Oh, is
We
that in
met-
prison? That's like me and my
Yeah,
partner.
we- Yeah, we met in 2008 at a Kairos thing. It's a non-denominational Christian. I don't know if they have it in Missouri or not. I know they go in different prisons nationwide, but really neat deal. They feed you some really good food. But we had met at that deal and just like instantly connected, and then we lived in the dorm for a while. Well, we got him on the crew with me, and then they moved all of us maintenance people to the dorm for some reason, like it was some fucking privilege. We liked our cell, and but anyway, moved us to the dorm, and Eric ended up he beat the shit out of this little dude that wanted to get mouthy and wanted to play games and hit him in the nuts, and I pulled him off of that dude. And then the master splinter rat dude, Freedom, was, you better move or I'm gonna tell. And it's like, fuck, we've been trying to move anyway. So we got our boss, and there was this Uniteam lady that, God used to piss guys off, because this woman, Miss Piles, she was big old black gal, nicest. She loved me and Eric, and that used to piss the black guys off because she just do whatever for me and Eric. If we wanted something or need something, she could help us. Boy, she was on it. And she wouldn't for a lot of them, but she didn't play that race shit. She didn't play that game or anything like that. But anyway, so we moved into that cell. We was in a cell for 5 years after that together, and that we worked together. We were in the JCs
That's
together.
like, me and my,
Yeah.
that's like
Well,
me
and
and my
that-
partner Kevin, and we're like brothers,
Yeah. Well, that's
And,
we are brothers. I mean,
Unfortunately, he's still in there, but I don't know how that happened.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
Well,
I mean it's I would treat him no different than I would my blood brother. You know what I mean?
Yep. I wouldn't treat Eric like my blood brother. I wouldn't do him that bad. I mean, yeah.
Well, I had a good relationship with my brother, but that's funny that he said Kevin pulled me off a dude. Now my brother in prison, Kevin, pulled me off of a dude twice, two different dudes, and he didn't do it because he was worried about that guy. He didn't want me getting more time,
That's what that was. What it is. I didn't give a two shits about that dude. He was a piece of shit, and in fact, that dude tried to tell Eric that I couldn't come in the cube, and Eric's like, "Yeah, you got life fucked up." That's and he can come in here if he wants to, and dude was he used to be a cop at a fucking juvie place at YCAT, which is a juvenile facility here, and years, and then he got into some dope and shit, and it was, I don't know, dude was a weird little fucking paid for protection even, and his protection didn't even do him no good because they didn't help him.
Right.
But of course, now granted, his protection was the Ossatrues, and us and the Ossatrues didn't always see eye to eye, especially there. And his buddy that he paid was the hammer of the Ossatrues at that time, so it would have become political if they would have got involved at that point since I was there. So they may not have wanted, since I pulled it off and I diffused it instead of jumped or something. But
Well,
they didn't
in
want
this case,
they didn't want
in
that
this
battle.
case-
They ended up with that battle anyway, and we took over their call out. But even sports in between baseball.
case,
games,
oh yeah, the girls softball are very competitive.
oh yeah.
But you know, in this case, I found out that this guy had thrown a baby out the window, right? And Kevin was keeping me from going at the dude. And then the dude went and sat down, and he came back up and he told me, he goes, "You don't understand. The baby wouldn't stop crying." And then that's when I jumped on the guy, and Kevin pulled me off of him, you know. And
Man.
I was seeing nothing but red.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
Well,
was a former CO
Eric's
and-
right.
Uh,
Eric's right. He was a former CO, even though he was in a juvenile. But still, he was still the former CO, and the Osachers were wrong for even
Right.
protecting him. You know, but
right.
so I don't think that would have stood statewide. You know. Yeah, I like
My dad
watching.
had me try
I tell you what, Mark, you're talking about sports and stuff. I get more out of watching college and down sports, male or female, than a lot of the pros because they got their heart into it. They're playing to play, you know. It's a more
Well,
exciting game.
well, you know, like
It's just-
college.
hey, my guys, come up. What's up, buddy?
Salute, yeah, but you know, like the college, they're trying to become pro, so they're playing their hearts out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Well, and especially like the college level, they're trying to make that pro level, even high school and little league, and some of those that just you know, just
Right.
oh
You know,
yeah,
it's
Leanne,
funny that in the prison they took when Matt.
hey, Leanne, he more than you know, that dude really did have it coming. He should have got it a long time prior, and it wasn't just because he was a prior seal. He was just an all around wasn't a great person. He tried to be. It's just a little fake little yard gnome, but
Yard gnome. I'm gonna have to remember that term. That's
well, fuck. He was a yard gnome to me and Eric. He would have really been like a fucking yard gnome to you. Like, he looked like a leprechaun. Yeah,
He said
me
he
and Eric
looked
used
like
to
a
call him a leprechaun. Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you a funny
jeez.
story. That when Eric lived, let me tell you a CO story. So when Eric lived in that cube, you're not supposed to in the dorm. You're not supposed to be going around and hanging out in cubes you don't live in, right? Well, I don't give a
Right.
fuck. If I want to talk to Eric, I'm gonna go back there and talk to him. So I'm back there talking to Eric, and Eric, damn it, quit. I'm back there talking to Eric, and this cop comes up, and his name's Cleveland. And well, I probably shouldn't say, oh well, I done did it. But this dude he will not win any intelligence awards. But he walks up, he's the CO
Right.
under, he walks up to, and he's like, looks at me and he said, "Do you live here?" And Eric looked at him and he said, "Do you live here?" And he's like, "No," and left. It was-
Let's see what the comments are saying. Hey Teddy, how you doing?
didn't even come back.
Yeah, they had
He's
the high
awake,
crank
Mark.
nut gold. Yeah, Mark keeps trying to get his marbles back because his
Marbles,
buddy,
yeah,
his brother Nate stole them.
we're gonna have to meet
Stole
Nate
all these
some
marbles,
next
you know?
time, Mark. We're gonna have to do a fishing trip, Mark, something with families, whatever. You have to bring Nate, and we'll just take over a lake somewhere and get the cops watching us
But
there.
you know-
Or maybe they won't watch us there. It'll be more natural.
Did I tell you?
In
I
prison,
know I made a
leprechauns
video
hide
about
crank,
this. I
not
told a
gold.
lot of people. Hey, Jamie, I got something to show you, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie. Hey, Teddy, I missed you yet.
What do you think of that, Jamie? I don't know if you can see it or not.
Oh, they'll for damn sure watch us if we go to Garnett, Eric. Yeah. Yeah. Trust me. Yeah.
That's where Jamie. That's where Jamie Shrimps, Pennsylvania. I got like a flag here, but Keystone State. But did I tell you about? Or did you see the video I did about the when I was in Walmart right after I got out? They'll catch us if we go to the Garnet.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, he's right too. That
I'm in
town,
line.
he's talking about the town that's close to us is like 3,000 people. And when I was telling you that town treated me like I was Rodney King in LA, bro. I mean, it was horrible. They pulled me over every week, harassed me, you know, and just picked on me. I was like, man, I'm glad to get out of there. But yeah, they definitely they'd be freaking out.
Hey.
Especially as soon as you put that vest
Hey
on.
Jamie, I got. Hey Jamie, we get these pallets. We buy these pallets and do resale on it, and so that was in one of the pallets.
Oh, you do the like the
Until
Amazon.
Biden gets booted out.
You do like the Amazon.
Yeah, the
Pallet?
Amazon and different
Yeah.
companies. You know. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. There's
Mhm.
one up in Olathe.
that's what
pretty
that's
cool.
Mindy's business. That's what she does.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
what I was going to tell
Biden's
you,
an idiot,
I'm in this line at Walmart.
man.
I'm in this line at Walmart, and this little midget taps me on the side. You know, a dwarf. What do we call them? Little people. Is that
Yeah,
the correct term nowadays? Little people.
I think so.
But he taps me. He taps me on the side, and I look. He goes, he was mad. He goes, "You cut in line." I said, "Look, I know I did not cut in line." You know. And even the woman behind me said he didn't cut in line. And he says, "Yeah, you did." And I'm not happy. And I said, "Well, which one are you?"
Yeah.
So,
That sounds like some shit I would say. I don't know.
he was there when it happened.
Of course, I don't know. I have a very good filter. Just ask Eric. My filter works great. Vertically challenged people.
Virtually,
Eric said.
no, they're virtually.
Vertically challenged. Hit and run.
Hit and run. I love boxing 2 men in a ring.
Yep.
Nobody's got a high ground. Just, yep, that's right, Mark. But
Grumpy. Yeah. After getting cut on, grumpy. No.
if I would have said that, but I didn't think of that.
Yeah. Eric said my filter don't work well at all.
That would have been great.
Oh man, yeah. That would have been that would have been funny. As vertically challenged people. Yeah, I didn't know.
But you know what?
Well, fighting a
told
dwarf,
him
one
to go ahead
person
and get in
always
front,
has
you
the
know.
high ground.
That's true, Teddy. Teddy said nowadays all these YouTube personalities are boxing and making more than pros.
Well, that are the celebrities. You know, it's like they dusted Chris Rock's face for print. For evidence and everything, and all they found was fresh prints.
Right.
Will Smith, fresh prints.
You like that one?
Yeah. I wonder where Adam's at.
Yeah. That's probably what. Huh? I don't know where
I don't
Adam's
know
at.
where
You know, I kind of thought he'd be
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I'm gonna message him.
Oh, did you get my message? Did you get my message
Yeah, I
earlier?
did.
When I was telling
I
you about
did.
it?
Yeah, I sent you a message
did you?
back. I've seen the same thing on. I had a video that went like 3,000 on my channel, so I threw it over on Jay's and Devlin's, trying to the same one that dumb one, the tap the circle stupid thing, and it didn't really hardly
Yeah.
do anything. Same with a couple with Lita on there that did good on my channel shorts. I threw on theirs, and it on Jay's it did good. Yeah, Teddy Adams, the Australian guy.
But no, I was talking about Adam. The message I sent you about Adam. He's because
Hey,
I couldn't
buddy,
remember what you said about
we're
him
live
coming
on
over
this
here.
channel. Oh yeah, I'll have to ask Eric more about it. In fact, Eric, I'll get with you here in a little bit and we'll discuss it.
Well, yeah. Well, talk to him about it. You know, just
Well, yeah.
message Adam and tell him about it.
Well, I don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Eric knows I'm gonna have to get the details from Eric. So that was one of those down the line things. Little jokes.
Yeah, Jamie likes my. Yeah, she likes my little jokes. I do the little shorts. I made a bunch of little shorts and little jokes. You stupid jokes.
Yeah.
Mindy doesn't laugh.
Yeah,
She just rolls her eyes.
Oh yeah. Well,
Everybody else thinks it's funny.
No.
I got some of those I've
The
had.
funniest thing I heard a while ago was yard gnome.
Oh man, I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
it's
Yeah, he's right.
They're like that.
No, they was talking
Man,
about this
that's
guy that
crazy.
was in prison, and Kevin called him a yard gnome. And
little ugly, sawed off.
99% people. 99% of people live in just 1% of Australia. Yeah, I believe that. Most of it's just like the outback and stuff. Oh, it's just you?
Yeah, just wanted to go and read the things.
Oh, I was gonna click you in. And
Don't you dare.
But anyway,
Yeah,
what was we talking about before we got onto all this? Oh, we was talking about sports, weren't we? Are you froze,
what-
Kevin?
You froze. Yeah,
I think Kevin's
no, I
froze.
thought you froze. Oh, I'm froze. Hold on.
Hey, just for a minute. You're all right now. I have
Okay.
two dogs named
Well-
Timex and Rolex. They're my guard dogs.
Oh, I'm going Timex and roll it. Hey, we had some
Watchdog.
service dogs in Ellsworth. We were training that they the lady that owned Cares, the company, she always named them after different things like ball fields or this or that. But there was one that was a watch series, and so we had, Swatch and Timex and Rolex, and yeah, that's funny.
Well, how about that? How about that dog that didn't have no legs that looked like a cigarette? Every once in a while, you take him out for a drag.
I've never heard. I've never heard that one. I've heard it. What do you call
Country
it?
told that one here a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I've heard the one that's what do you call a dog with no arms, no legs? It's nothing because he's not coming anyway. Or
Right.
Matt.
Mark said he's always down for fishing. I love hooking lips. It's just a hop, skip, and jump.
Yeah. Well, and
You said
I
something
don't
about
think I'll have to look up. Yeah, Mark, I don't know if I talked to you. I think me and Harvey talked about it, me and Eric talked about it, but we thought maybe getting us all like a family deal fishing trip and camping, we'll go some weekend this summer and all of us and get Corey and then get Jay.
It's
and the
always
boys.
comedy hour.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean, it always ends up being a comedy hour on these lives. Everybody, they either have me laughing or I'm telling stupid jokes or something. When I was a kid, my favorite part of fishing was bashing the fish in the head with the rolling pin.
Rolling pin. I guess I just grab them by their tail and
You gotta
smack
catch
them with
them
a rock
first.
and knock them out. Yeah. Yeah, that was I can't. I got to refrain because some of my jokes just either aren't appropriate. They'll get me a strike on YouTube, or someone will be
Right.
offended, or they're just not appropriate with me being a pastor. But I mean, they're still funny. It's still I'm a person. I mean,
Leanne says her new pup is called Viper. Guess the breed. By the way, trout too crazy for cheddar cheese. That's some free advice.
I've never fished for trout. I mean, for one, trout's out when it's cold out, and Kevin's not out when it's cold out. That's I'm that fair weather fella.
You never fish for trout?
No,
You never
like I
fish
said,
for trout?
I don't like the cold. That's a lot of reason I
Hell,
don't
you
go
can catch
hunt.
them in the summertime too.
Yeah. Well, like here
Oh,
you have to have
Well,
a trout. You have to have a special fishing license and fishing of any kind. Yeah. Oh man, me too. I do
she
too.
lives on that.
I'll tell you what we'll have to do sometime. We'll have to save the money up and go down to Texoma and get one of them guides for striper fishing. Now, have you ever done that?
No,
Oh
you
man.
never have.
So
Leanne
check,
says
so check
she
this
likes-
out.
she says she lives on North.
Yeah, so
You froze again for a second.
oh,
Leanne says she guys live on the North Carolina coast. Look up Cape Lookout. I will.
yeah, Cape Lookout.
That's in North Carolina. But what was you saying about
So you go down there and you rent get in a room for the night because you go out in the boat like 5 o'clock in the morning and you go in, yeah, you eat breakfast like about 4 in the morning, go eat breakfast stuff, get on the boat, you go out, they take you out there, they catch the shad with the net, and they let you help try to throw the net too. And I don't know if you've ever tried to throw one of them catch nets, they're not easy. But so usually guide ends up catching the shad. But anyway, it's not what it says to get them to fan out as you throw it, and land right on the water so they'll scoop. It's kind of hard, but anyway, you go out and they take you. They got the fish finders and they can tell you like exactly how much deep. They'll tell you how many times from your reel to the first eye, to let your line down, and it'll put you right in that school of fish. Striper hit your line at like 30 miles an hour, and it's like it's a hard hit. They fight like crazy, and oh man, it is a blast catching them. The guide cleans them and everything. I mean, it's a great time. It was like $100 30 years ago, so I don't know what it is now. But, well, probably closer to 40 years ago. 35.
Oh, hell, it's probably $500 or so. Is it grand?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
You think so? Man, that was
He
fun.
said
American crayfish.
He said they have a ton of American crayfish in there.
Oh, that's catfish bait.
Yeah, it sure is.
Smoked
Yeah,
salmon.
catfish ain't
Oh,
got too many bones in
man.
them.
Smoked salmon.
I love
is-
smoked salmon.
If
Or
you
smoked
fillet them
trout.
right, you don't have any bones. Like when I catch catfish, I don't even gut them or nothing. I'll take my fillet knife, or come down right below that gill, and go down to the rib line, cut just to the barely close to the end of the tail, flip it, and then skin, take my blade along the skin, so that way I don't have to skin that catfish either. I cut it
Right.
right off of there. But that way you don't get none of that mud vein,
Right.
you don't get none of that dirty meat, and then you flip it out the same way on the other side, and that's something that you can throw in the water, and that's something that you'll swim right on back off. He's going to get eaten by turtles and stuff, but you know, you don't have to throw them in your trash can and be all stinky and all that either. So let nature run its course, you know.
Yeah, I used to fry tails in the butter. He's talking about crayfish.
Crayfish. I've never tried crayfish because just I don't know.
But anyway,
well, them ducks are noisy tonight.
yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm getting ready to get off here. Anyway, thanks for coming on here, Kevin. And
Yeah, definitely. Hey, thanks for having me. That was
joining the
and
show
thanks,
and talking to everybody.
and thanks again for you and Mark for coming up meeting. That was really good. That was special, like I said, Eric's birthday. That made it really cool, and you know that. Like I told Eric, I said it kind of sucks. He had to drive, but you know, I said tried to arrange something nice for your birthday. It sucks you had to do the driving, but you know, but it was he really
don't think
enjoyed
he
it.
minded.
Too. No, he didn't. We all had a great time. You know, that was definitely a great time.
Yeah, it was a great time. You know, it's just I'm thinking Mark wanted to get there earlier, but you know, it is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
See, he even said I like driving on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And anyway, guys, I love you all. And I'll see you guys later. And if not next Saturday, then I'll see you on maybe a phone live I do later this week or something. But anyway, thanks again, everybody. Thanks, Kevin.
Yep, for sure. Bye, everybody. It was fun. Thank you.
Bye. All right.